What can you do to help us with everyday stressors? 4 tips to combat anxiety coming up. Very few of you understand the reasons for our need to stim and why it's bad to stop us from doing them. But I will happily explain this to you in the best way that I can in hopes that you understand why it's good to let us do this or times when it's not good to let us do this. First, you need to understand what it is. Self-stimulatory behavior, or STIM for short. It's unusual body movements that we do or vocal sounds that we make that's repetitive. Typically, you see children do hand flapping, rocking back and forth, humming, etc. Whether you realize it or not, we all stim. Ones you might not have known, such as whistling, twirling your hair, nail biting, and my favorite, binge watching Netflix.
You are all so guilty of this. I win. Whoa, what happened to my voice?
See, these are acceptable behaviors to the general public. And I hope with this video, we can change the stigma that when autistic people do harmless stimming, it's not a bad thing. But why do we do this? There are many different reasons for each autistic person, but generally, we do it to self-soothe from external stimuli. I cannot say for other autistic individuals, but I will say for myself and what I can see from my son Raiden, that we stim when we're happy, when we're upset, or just bored. Why is it bad to stop us from doing them? First off, if it's not harming you or your child or anyone else, there's no reason for you to stop us from doing it. Stimming is the one thing that helps us process and soothe ourselves. We need an outlet, but not the one others choose for us. If we do not use our own strategies, you will see the accumulation of stress exhibited elsewhere with much more unwanted consequences. The only time I would say to stop a stim is if it's self-harming or harming someone else. I recall as a 6-year-old child that I would be so overwhelmed with anger or frustration that I would repeatedly scratch or hit myself. Thinking back, it was like self-punishment that whatever I was doing or did that had an undesired outcome was my fault and that I was worthless. Not in those words, but that feeling. It doesn't make sense to an adult, but to an immature child, this dramatic take on the situation is how it may feel. That is why I will share with you tips later in this video on what I have done for my autistic son who has aggression and self-harming tendencies. But what could be the true cause of these outbursts? The following answer may not necessarily be for every autistic individual, but based on studies, it's likely that low serotonin is the cause of those with aggressive or self-harming behaviors, anxiety, or depression. The solution? Up serotonin. I found an interesting study in Pubmed. People who received serotonin treatment had significantly improved their negative behaviors. I also found another article about a person who suffered from aggressive and self-injurious behaviors, was found to have had low serotonin and dopamine. Then after treating those areas, he had dramatically improved those destructive behaviors. There are 4 powerful things that really seem to help myself and my son with anxiety and stress overload that I do religiously every day. This may not be for everyone, but works for us. Check with your doctor and do your homework, as I'm not a doctor but a certified coach in the mentioned diet below. And if you like my content, please help support my channel by liking, sharing, and subscribing. Click the notification while you're at it. Number 1, positive parenting. One of my favorite parenting YouTubers, Live on Purpose TV, has great tips on how to have exchanges with your child when unwanted behaviors occur. Yelling at us to stop doing what we're doing makes us feel alienated and misunderstood. Number 2, diet and exercise, specifically the ketogenic diet and fasting, which is shown to be very beneficial for neurogenesis, helping repair parts of the brain. I made a video on this in more detail that has really improved Raiden's overall well-being. Ensure to do aerobic exercises, such as playing chase with your children, as these types of activities boost neurogenesis. Number 3, vitamin B8, also known as inositol or Myo-Inositol. Benefits of inositol may include the lowering of depression and anxiety. Also, one of my other favorite YouTubers, Dr. Berg, has recommended this as a supplement. I tried it and it roughly takes a day or two to start seeing results, but I feel it works. I've definitely seen positive changes in Raiden's behavior when taking it versus not taking it. Number 4, sensory enrichment therapy. Essential oils, touch therapy, music, and art. Having a smell that you enjoy, such as fresh smell of coffee in the morning, the soft scent of perfume, or the smell of money. I don't judge. Getting a massage or light caressing on the arms or back. Listening to calming music and looking at beautiful artwork will boost serotonin. These are just some of the things that work for us. I hope you found this video interesting and enlightening. Please check out my other videos as I love having you on this journey with me. I'll see you soon.